Hello everyone, this is T-Bird Bricks for another video. I wanted to wish everybody a happy Thursday, or should I say happy Thor's Day, because I'm kicking off my brand new Thor mock. This is called Thor versus the Midgard Serpent. And this is going to be a pretty epic build using all of these pieces you see here, as well as the ship, these minifigures. It's going to be pretty cool, pretty epic. I think my last major mock was about 1,000 pieces. This is going to be at least 1,500, where the serpent, and that's this big bag right there, the parts I'm going to use to make the serpent, is going to be about 500 parts alone. So very exciting, looking forward to putting this together. Just to kind of break down the story, because I always like to do a story with my mocks. So the story is a bunch of Vikings led by the king here have infiltrated the Midgard Serpent's lair, also known as Jormungandr, the mythical Asgardian serpent. And they stole his stash. They stole a bunch of his very valuable old school Lego sets that you see here. So just kind of one of them right here. Another one of them stole his old school Lion Castle set. And the Midgard Serpent is not happy about that, very unhappy. So he's out for revenge. He's causing trouble with the Viking ship, beating them up. And the Viking king has decided to pray, because even in the old days in the real world, Vikings would pray to Thor for their village or their battles, things like that. And so the king prays for Thor to come down and fight the serpent, and Thor hears the prayer and responds in kind. So that's basically the story of this mock, kind of this battle I'm putting together. Gonna be really cool. I'm putting together basically a big blue ocean right here, where the ship right here is going to sail. I'm going to modify this ship. This is actually the 3-in-1 creator ship from last summer. I will modify it, kind of make it into my own thing. And yeah, I'm going to have a bunch of minifigures, and again, massive serpent being built right there. And yeah, it should be pretty fun. I'm going to have a bunch of lights and everything like that. This week, I'm going to work on the foundation and the base, basically meaning the nice border I like to do for my mocks, as well as the ocean mock, as well as putting the ship on the board as well. So let's stop talking and let's start building. So here is the foundation and base, and let's go ahead and break down what it is I did, because there's a lot going on here. So piece by piece, first off, here is the nice black border I like to make around my mocks. You've seen this in previous mock series, being the Iron Man build I did, as well as the Clone Wars Geonosis battle. I love doing this border. I think it really makes everything within the mock pop, and it just really holds everything together nicely. Very effective in my opinion. Next up, we have this snot effect I do with the bricks. So I put the bricks on their side, connect them to these modified bricks with the studs on the side, and have them go all the way across. These single studs that you see here, here, and there, that's basically where the serpent and Thor are going to go. So there's kind of an effect I have going on where they're going to basically be mounted here on the studs. So that's going to come in sequential episodes moving on from here. Don't worry about that. Next, we have this massive, we'll just call it a thing right here. So what is this? This is basically a giant wave effect I have going on. So a lot of different curved slope pieces, funnel pieces, 2x2 plates, 1x plates, 2x4 plates, massive series of bricks moving along to basically create this giant wave effect that the Viking ship is basically going to sit on top of. I basically have a mount right here to keep this thing in place. Nice and sturdy. This is not going anywhere, I can assure you. And basically, I'm just going to put the boat right on top of it. We'll get to the boat in just a minute, don't worry. And then next we have, what are these? These are light connections, because I love doing lights for my mocks, especially the bigger, great ones. So these are basically the wires. The USB connections are going to be out here to the power source over there. And then these are basically extenders and connectors for the lights themselves. And don't worry, lights are coming soon. That'll be probably in the next couple episodes. But now that we have the foundation and base established, we're going to go ahead and move on to the boat. So here is the boat I'll be using for the mock. Basically, people will recognize this is the 3-in-1 creator Viking ship from last summer. And I think this thing is just gorgeous. I think gorgeous is the perfect word to describe this build, honestly. I love the brick-built lion head. I love the stud shooter here, the excellent sail. Like, everything about this boat is just incredible. There's just a few modifications I want to make in order to make this a lot more compatible with the mock I'm trying to do. So number one, I'm going to replace these shields here with the classic printed shields from the older Midgard Serpent Viking set. You guys might remember that from, I think it was like 2005 that boat came out. I thought those shields would be a lot better for the build I'm trying to do here. I'm also going to change up the sail. So this thing is big enough as it is, and it's going to be very obstructive to the scene I'm trying to create. So I'm basically going to have a sail that's more like along here where it's kind of pulled up, because they're not going to need the sail anyway for when they're fighting the serpent off to the left here. So it wouldn't be necessary to have this down. It would really get in their way when they're trying to fight. So it makes sense for the scene and for people to see what's going on in the mock to have this basically pulled up, so to speak. There might be a couple other modifications I'm going to do here and there. I will have this stud shooter actually active and firing something at the Midgard Serpent for the mock. And otherwise, yeah, this will be put intact as the boat itself. Also, I'm going to have an effect where the mast is being knocked over. So I'm going to go ahead and show that next. I'm not going to show the build, but show like the end product of it. So that'll be the next scene here. So here is the modified Viking ship. Moving in from the top to the bottom here, you'll notice the new modified sail. So instead of having it go fully down like the original one, I have it basically sewn back up. Basically, because again, they have no need to have the sail down while they're fighting, so the wind like blows them around, so the sail is going up, so you have that. Down here I have the shields and the oars from the original Viking ship from the 2005 set, and I love like the markings on these shields. I think it makes it look really nice, really authentic. Looks really good in my opinion. And then zooming in over here, I took the little housing thing away, as well as the fish fry that was down over there. I took that to make room for the Viking Hall, because again, the story is they stole basically the stash from the Jormungandr Midgard Serpent, you know, his Amazing Spider-Man 1, as well, or excuse me, Amazing Fantasy 1, as well as his original castle Lego sets. You know, all that's really valuable, and he doesn't want to lose it, so that's why he's attacking the Vikings. And I'm going to have the king standing right there too, so I need to make room for that. And yeah, this is basically how the Viking ship's going to look. I'm also going to create an effect where the mast is being knocked down by Jormungandr, and then I'm also going to put the ship inside basically set it on top of the wave that I made on the set. So let's go ahead and get that done. So here is the boat now mounted onto the foundation of the mock, basically placed right on top of the waves. And I think this came out really nice. I added some fire effects here and there because the Midgard Serpent is going to be blowing fire onto the boat. We'll get to the Serpent in a couple other episodes, don't worry. Here's the swag that the Vikings stole from the Midgard Serpent. So his comic books and his vintage Lego sets. So he's naturally very angry. And I think this is coming together really well. I basically have a mount behind the wave here in order to keep the boat tilted this way so you can see all the action inside the boat where the minifigures are going to be. I'm really excited on getting this going. This might be one of my best mocks just yet. So this concludes episode 1 of this build series. Episode 2 next week is going to be featuring the Bifrost Bridge. I'm really looking forward to doing that because basically the Serpent's going to be right here. I already have the Serpent's wave. By the way, a little wave, he's going to be coming out of the water for that. And then the Bifrost is going to be behind the boat right here. You're definitely going to see it kind of around where my hand is right there. No need to worry about that. It's going to be really exciting. Looking forward to putting that together. So let me know what you guys think of the mock. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. All criticism is welcome. Positive or negative. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful week.